Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. I am Farlie Solomons and today's look is a pink glam look. The foundation that I have used today is Dior Forever Skin Glow in the shade 2W and YSL All Ours. For the eyebrows I have used Maybelline Brow Tattoo. For the eyes I have used Too Faced Life's a Festival palette and Too Faced Naturel Lust palette. And these two are my favorite palettes. I just love all the shades from this palette, from both the palettes in fact. For the lips, I have used Fresh Sugar Advanced Therapy, and this just moisturizes my lips really well. And then I have also used Fresh Sugar Rose Lip Treatment, and this has a slight tint to it, but it's not too much. The first shade from the Lust palette is Take the Cake, and this goes on the entire eyelid. As you can see, I have used a flat brush just to place the shade on the entire eyelid. And if you want, you could also apply some concealer before applying a shade like this on the eyelid. I don't prefer using a concealer, so I have just directly applied the shade on the eyelid. And the next shade is Come and Get It, and this goes on the crease line. As you can see, I have used a small brush just to place the shade on the crease line, from the outer corner towards the mid of the crease line, avoiding the inner corner actually, and then using a fluffy blending brush just to blend the shade really well on the crease line. The key technique is to just simply blend as much as you can on all the shades. Mostly it's the crease line. Keep blending. I know it's a little bit boring, but that's the key technique. It's really important to blend the first shades that you apply on the crease line or on the eyelid, mostly the crease line I would say. And then going with the next shade that's pinned down from the same palette, and this is a beautiful shade I would say, and this goes on the crease line. And I have used a small brush just to place this shade on the crease line, and then using a small blending brush to just diffuse the shade on the crease line. If you have noticed, I have concentrated more on the outer corner and less on the inner corner, because that's what I want to do. I just want to flare up the outer corner and make the eyes look more glamorous. So diffusing the outer corner and applying the shade mostly on the outer corner towards the middle of the crease line. And then the next shade, the next palette is Too Faced Life's a Festival, and I have picked this shade called Young and Free, and I love this shade. You know, it's just so beautiful. I have created this look close to my birthday, and I really loved this pink shade on my eyelid. It's just so beautiful. I don't know how I could say, but it's super pigmented, it's matte, and it looks good on the eyes. And then I have used MAC Prep and Prime. It's actually an after spray, and I have simply sprayed this on Revlon Colorstay Creme eyeshadow in the shade 745. It's my mistake, I should have sprayed on the brush. Instead I directly sprayed into the product, but I'm the only one who's using it, and it dried off really quick. But if you are using it on any of your clients, or the right way is basically to just spray it on the brush and then apply. As you can see, I'm applying the whole the creme shade on the entire eyelid, and this is how it should look like. And also I am darkening the crease line a little bit with the shade pinned down from the Lust palette, and diffusing it at the same time with a small blending brush. I'm going to go off camera and complete the other eye. And then going back with Take the Cake from the Lust palette, I'm just using this on the lower lash line. And then going back with Young and Free from the Life's a Festival palette. I'm just using this shade also on the entire crease line. I'm so sorry, on the entire low lash line. And this is how it should look like. It's the shade that makes me so happy. I mean, I love how the shade looks on the eyes. And then going back with Pinned Down from the Lust palette, I'm simply using this on the outer corner of the lower lash line, just like that. And if you have noticed, I have used a small brush again to place the shade. I don't want it to be like smoky, or I don't want it to look too much on the lower lashes. I just want it to be there, nice and pink and rosy under the lash line. So yes. And then going with the Unicorn Tears shade from the palette Life's a Festival, and it's actually, yeah, it's called Unicorn Tears, and this goes on the near the tear duct area, on the inner corner of the eyes, and it looks so beautiful. It's my kind of a look, actually. I love looks like this. I mean, it's just like, I feel it really looks good, and it looks so fresh and peppy. So I don't know, I mean, you need to comment and let me know how you liked this look so far, and applying more of this shade on the inner corner of the eyes. And then going back with the Lust palette, I have picked the shade Love Spark, and this goes on the brow bone. I am simply going to highlight the brow bone a little bit, because I just don't want it to I don't want it to look there, and I think I have applied a little bit too much. So all I'm doing is I'm just using my fingertips to just diffuse the shade on the brow bone, just like that. I'm gonna go off camera again and apply my false eyelashes, and this is how it should look like. I love these false eyelashes. It's so beautiful. I am going to mention all the products in the description box for your reference. And I have, to fill the waterline, I have simply used a white pencil. You could just use any, and if you are not too fond of filling the waterline like I do sometimes, you could just skip this step. And or if you like, you could use a black pencil to fill the waterline, but I like to just not fill the waterline for this look with a black pencil. And for the concealer, I have used for a Dior Forever Skin Correct in the shade 2N, and I love this concealer. If you see in my past videos, I have used this concealer in almost all of my videos, and it's a thick concealer and it's full coverage, and it's definitely my favorite. And over that, I have packed some loose powder. The loose powder that I've used today is Too Faced Translucent Loose Powder. For the face, I have used Glam Terracotta in the shade Naturel Brunette, and it's a bronzer. I prefer using a bronzer more. The powder actually makes it very light to apply on the face, and the cream makes my face look more heavy, I would say. And I would only use a contouring stick or something like that if I want my face to look more chiseled, and to just make it more like, you know, sharp. I would use a cream contour, but I think for my everyday look, or if I have to just step out or go for a meeting or go for lunch or dinner, I would always prefer using a bronzer. It's just that it looks really well on my skin. I mean, it looks really good on my skin, and but I love bronzer, and this is how my bronzer looks like, the Glam Terracotta that I'm talking about. Yep. And then I'm also applying the bronzer a little bit on my nose, just on the sides of my nose, just so that the nose looks squeezed and a little bit small, I would say. I always like to use a little bit on my nose. And For the blush, I have used Zoeva offline palette, and I have just picked two of the blushes from this palette. It's a pink blush and it goes really well with this look, I would say. And if you have noticed, I have just placed the blush on the highest on the sides of my cheeks, actually very close to the cheekbone, and just to get a slimmer face, I would say this is the best way to just apply blush at times. And then I have also used the bronzer brush just over the blush, just to diffuse the blush a little bit, because it's a super pigmented blush, I feel. But then I needed to apply a little bit more of the blush, so I went ahead and applied a little bit more of the blush on the nose, chin, and on the cheeks. And then a little bit more, I feel, is required. So I went ahead and applied a little bit more, but with light hands. Make sure the blush is always nice and soft for such looks. I have used a beauty blender to just diffuse the blush on the cheeks, if you see, just like that, so that it doesn't look too streaky on the face. And then I have used some loose powder under the bronzer, just so that I have a nice clean space out there. And then also I have used the same sponge on my cheeks, just to diffuse everything really well. And this is how it should look like. Like I said, this is a no-nonsense look. It's a straight transformation, and there is no filters or anything that I use in my videos. So yeah, I mean, this is how I achieve a flawless face, I would say, and a glamorous look. Like I said, it's not difficult to achieve a glamorous look. And for the highlighter, I have used Too Faced Candlelight Glow, and I just love this highlighter. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this highlighter. It's just my favorite, and I have just picked up both the shades from, and I have applied on the highest points of my cheeks. That's the cheekbone, and also a little bit on my nose and my chin. Normally I don't apply that much on my nose because I don't want it to look very shiny, and the whole face is not too loud. I prefer using a little bit highlighter on my nose, and it actually looks really good. And for the lips, I have used Too Faced Melted Matte in the shade Sellout, and this is a beautiful lip shade, I would say, and this is also my favorite. So it really went well with this look, and this is the end of the tutorial, my loves. I hope you guys liked this look as much as I loved creating this look. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is Farlie Solomons. There is a lot of other things out there that I keep posting related to the look, or also skincare. If you're interested in, don't forget to follow me there. And also I am on Facebook, if you don't know. That's Farlie Solomons makeup artist, and I do keep posting a lot of stuff out there also related to my work that I create. And my new and my YouTube, of course, you know, that is Farlie Solomons. I hope you guys liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed creating this look. It's actually my birthday look, and I know I'm a little bit late to post it, but I did it. It's just that sometimes you just are so caught up with work that things just get delayed. If you have liked my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button. I shall see you in my next video with another interesting look. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Mwah.